Yes, hail all gods and goddesses. Ashe to all the ancestors. Ashe to everybody who watch this here. See? But tonight, we want to talk a little bit about history. History of African people and the great achievements that they made way back when. Because, you see, a lot of us black people in school, we weren't taught our glorious history. You understand? So a lot of us grew up in the Caribbean and in Europe and America. And even South America as well, Central America. We only say that we end up there because of slavery, but everybody end up because of slavery. Because way back before the Europeans started them slavery, colonizing and going around the world and pillaging and robbing and raping. You have a lot of Africans from East Africa, West Africa, North Africa, been traveling around the world and doing great things. You understand? So, tonight, I want to share a little knowledge about a group of people who came out of Africa, North Africa, dark-skinned people like us, you know. But you see, the trick is, a lot of Europeans try to give that name to all different type of people. You understand? Because guess what? You see the term that they use to describe people, as in black and white, is really political. Whereas like they try to use white to describe superiority, you know, and black as to say, well, yeah, inferior. But a lot of foolishness, because if you know history, you can't make them kind of things bother you. So I agree with the item tonight about a group of people they call the Moors, right? But they weren't originally called Moors, you know. It's like, it's a weird thing how they get that name. Because you have all kind of different names for them. Some call them Moros, Mari, you understand? All type of different names. So not really all type of different names. And you find out, even if you go some other parts of the world now, for example, if you go to Philippines, you have some people that might call them Moro, people that refer to them as Moors, but only because they're Muslim. Some people tend to think that Moors are mainly Arabic people. You understand? But I will start by telling you about the Moors. Yeah man, a group of people from Africa, see, came to Europe and conquered Europe and had it under their control for hundreds of years. No joke. Yeah. About 800 years, the Moors them control Spain. Southern Spain and part of Portugal, and to an extent part of the a part of at that time is a part of what they call it Septimania. It's a part that it was controlled by when it's modern day France and Portugal and Spain all together, but the borders and boundaries changed. At the time, I think when the Moors came to Europe and come to Spain, you had a bridge them time the Germans had them Gothic king called Roderick. Roderick, they're running from this man and the man take over. So me tell a little bit about the Moors and what they done in Europe. So in 711 AD, see, the Spanish, they call it the Spanish occupation by the Moors. The Moors them come with an African army. African, black people, man, all people them. Cross the Strait of Gibraltar from North Africa and invade the Iberian Peninsula. See? Call it Andalus. Well, the Moors in the peninsula call it Al-Andalus, something like that. Yeah. And they call it they call it the Umayyad conquest of Hispania. See? And that time Spain was under the rule of the Visigoths, which may tell you the same German them and King Roderick. Anyway, you have a European scholar by the name of, is it Edward Scobie, you know, a book that he wrote called The Moors of Portugal and Spain. Or the Moors. The Moors and Portugal's global expansion, something like that. The golden age of Moor. Yeah. That edition. Ivan Van Sertima, US Transaction Publisher, 1992. Right? So this man described the Moors as this. But they say that he was sympathetic towards the Spaniards. So this is how he described the Moors. Let me read a little piece. You see, the reins of the Moors, horses, was fire. Their faces black as pitch. Their eyes shone like burning candles. Their horses swift as leopards. And the riders fiercer than a wolf in the sheepfold at night. The noble gods, German rulers of Spain, who Roderick belonged, were broken in an hour, quicker than tongue can tell. O luckless Spain. That's a reader quote, you know. Man, them just come from Africa and come to Europe and run them way. Take over everything. So these Moors, these brethren from Africa, North Africa, seeing, some say they were a mix between Arabs and Berbers. But some of them dark like me and you, man. Some even darker. Because I remember doing, I think it was Atelo, my first year at uni, when I was doing foundation. And read about the Moor. I think it was the Prince of Aragon, yeah. Anyway, them is referred to him as the Black Moor, because he's really dark. So anyway, these Moors, when they come to Spain, and they ruled it for 800 years, the man them introduced some new scientific techniques to Europe, such as you have an instrument they call the astrolabe, or astrolabe. This was a device they used to use to measure like astronomy, you understand? Position of the stars and the planets and stuff like that. You thought when a 7-11, you know, the man would do them things, you know. Chemistry, physics, mathematics, geography, and philosophy and them kind of topics. Them things flourish in Spain under the Moors. And it have a historian named Basil Davidson. They claim that he's one of the most recognized historians. He said that in the 8th century, when the Moors conquer Spain, that land that them conquer was admired by all his neighbors. That was the most admired land in them times. Because there was no other place more comfortable to live than that rich African civilization that took shape in Spain. See attack. The man them nice up the place, you know. Them time they nobody know how to go to London and Paris and them place, you know. Spain them want to go. Andalusia, to be precise. And Lisbon and them places, because the most control some Africans come to Spain and take over. See? You see, at the height of the time when the Moors them run things, Cordoba was the heart of the Moorish territory in Spain. See? It was the most modern city in Europe. You know, he said that the streets were well paved, raised sidewalks for pedestrians. And at night time, during the night, 10 miles of street lights. Nowhere else in Europe now have them thing. 10 miles of street lights illuminated. You understand? They attack Africans come to Spain and take over now. Beat up the Europeans and take over them land, you know. So don't let them fool them, let them think Europeans alone go Africa and take land and do them kind of thing there. We black Africans may not do that. Before the Europeans them do that. You attack 7-11 AD. You understand? So them say, and you attack hundreds of years before Paris had a street lamp, or London. Them places didn't have no street lamp them time they. And the Africans them come to Europe and do them things. So if the Africans them come from Africa to Europe and do that, you could imagine what them had in Africa. You understand? They say that Cordova had 900 public baths. You understand? And a poor Moor will go without bread rather than soap. Some man rather than have no bread, but make sure him have soap for bathe them skin. Yeah. And one of the great architectural wonders of the world is the great master of Cordoba. They call it Le Mesquita. In spite the Spanish, them tried to break it down and do all type of things to it. You know, because it had low scarlet, gold roof, low scarlet and gold roof. And they have 1,000 columns of marble, jasper, and porphyry. Porphyry and jasper is some kind of stone, some fine stones, you know, rocks and, you know. Yeah. And the man had thousands of brass lamps, brass and silver lamps, burn perfumed oil. Now there's some stinking oil burn, you know. Oil that smell nice. So the man burn them lanterns and light up the place at night. You have a nice aroma, you know. Not no old diesel and kerosene and them thing the man deal with. No. You understand? They say, in them times in Spain, you know, under the Moors, education was universal. Everybody. You see? And the Moors were Muslims, eh? So to tell you clearly, the rest of Europe was Christians. And while the Moors them, see, about 90%, Christian Europe, 90% of the populations were illiterate. Most of Europe illiterate them time. Even the kings never used to read and write. No joke, you know. The kings in Europe them time couldn't read and write. Them dunce. So if the kings and them can't read and write, think about the peasants them. All them little lackey them. And the Moors them had 17 great universities. Them time Europe only, the rest of Europe only have 2. Let me tell you about them, man. The man them had them in Almeria, Cordova, Granada, Malaga, Seville, Toledo, and a place named Juena, J-U-N is spelled. You know how you pronounce that? Juena, well, something like that. See? And the man them had public libraries in the 10th and 11th century in Moorish Spain, where black people come and build in Spain. See? In Europe, the rest of Europe, them not about no library, them not have them things because they done to Europe them time they. Yeah. Them time Spain get more than 70 libraries because of the Moors them come and put them there. You understand? One in Cordova alone had about 600,000 manuscripts. This is what these brethren bring to Europe, you know. So if them man they bring them things to Europe, you could imagine what them do in Africa. Cause, you know, I don't know if you know it, but I read and watched documentaries about in Mali, where they had all these great buildings and all these manuscripts about medicine and all these things. And the French went there and tried to destroy them. But some of the locals hide some of these things away and they still have it today and now they're entering it in computers digitally. You understand? Anyway, in Spain at that time, most of the word, a lot of words in Spain right now with AL was given to them by the Moors. These Moors, yeah, introduced about 4,000 Arabic words and Arabic derived phrases in Spain, and it was absorbed into the Spanish language. Words beginning with AL. Yeah, man. Like algebra, alcohol, alkaline. And you have a word. What is the word for the Spanish word for pillow? The Spanish word for pillow is almohada. Yeah. All these words were given to them by the Moors. Chemistry, Nade, and Sifa enter the language. Even words such as checkmate, influenza, typhoon, orange, and cable had Arabic origins. You understand? When you talk about music, the man them was pioneer of these things. They claim that one of the most significant musicians in Spain was called Ziriab or Zoyab. The nickname in the Blackbird. He came to Spain in 822. See? And these Moors introduced a lot of instruments, like one they call the lute. The lute is something that looks like a guitar. But up where you have the keys to tighten it, it kind of bent over like that. Let me see if we can find a photo of a lute for you, man. Let me see if we can find a photo of a lute. Lute. Show you what a lute look like. Understand? the lute, the guitar, and another instrument they call the lyre. But I know it as the harp. Most of you might know the harp. See, let me show you what a lute look like. It's the Moors. Brought that to Spain. Alright, let me show you. A lute will look something like this. See that there? Yeah, that is a lute. See? Africans, bring them things to Spain, man. So don't make no one fool you and try to make you feel like if black people history started with slavery. Because black people came to Europe and overthrew who was there. You understand? The guitar, the harp. You understand? And this brethren, them call the blackboard. He changed his style of eating. Him and the man who come and split up meals into courses. Like your first course, second course, and dessert. Yes, African brethren, the musician, the blackbird, or Ziriab, or Zoyab. See? These Moors also introduced paper to Spain. Yeah. Not just to Spain, but to Europe. And Arabic numerals. Numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is them brethren bring it from Africa? Why do you think of algebra? Because them times Europe used the Roman numerals, you know. So like if you want to write Henry the 8th, you have to write Henry, then a V, and 1, 2, 3. 3 thing look like a I, a big 1. You understand? But you know, you just have a thing, so you just 1, 2, bam, you have a 5 day. The Africans bring them things, the man. The Moors even taught these people, as I said before in the previous video, black people teach them, come to Europe and show them how to plant crops. You understand, like oranges and lemons and peaches and apricots and figs, sugar cane, dates, ginger, pomegranate, as well as saffron. Even the cotton, where them up and force black people to grow. Silk, rice. Some of Spain's main products today is the Moors them come from Africa and show them these things. And started these things there. See? Look here, man. See, back in them times when the Moors ruled Spain, they claim that these Moors, when I claim history, you can go and see the ruins, these things still, some of these things still there. They lived in sumptuous palaces, while these monarchs in Germany and France and England, where do you think they live in? A big barn, like a house. See? Yeah, them live in a barn with no window and no chimneys, and with only one hole in the roof for smoke to come out. See? You have one Moorish palace was in Alhambra, a red one, in Granada, which is seen as one of Spain's architectural masterpieces. See? And it was the seat of Muslim rulers from the 13th century to the end of the 15th century. It is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Yeah, this palace in Alhambra in Granada in Spain is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's not white people build that. It's Africans. See? So don't make them feel like all black people or dark skinned people good for is to be peasants and you understand, and them teach you anything. No, we teach them. You understand? It was through this knowledge, you understand, that come from the Moors, that the Europeans were able to know about China and India and Arabia. You understand? Yeah, them never know anything about China and India and Arabia until the Moors come there. The Moors is who brought the first compass into Europe from China. Yeah, check it out. Africans, I said a brethren, dark skin brethren, come from Africa, take over Spain, and bring compass. Yeah, even Portugal, the man them used to rule, the capital of Portugal, Lisbon. The Moors them used to call it Lashbuna, or Lashbuna, Lashbuna. You understand? So they occupy and rule Portugal well into the 12th century, 11 something. Well, you know, all good things have come to an end, you know. So the Moors them finally got defeated and driven out by the forces of King Alfonso Enrique. It was a battle at a place they call it Castle of St. George. In Spanish they call it, or in Portuguese they call it Castelo de São Jorge. Something like that. So yes, don't make no one fool you. These are the great accomplishments by African from in the 8th century, 711 precisely, when the Moors came to the Strait of Gibraltar and ruled Spain. You understand? But we don't learn these things in a school. In a school, I'm only tell you about the triangular slave trade. And now the British and them come and go to Africa and take some black people and carry them to Caribbean and America and make them plant sugar and send the sugar back to Europe and whatever. You understand? And I'm telling about Christianity and these things. They're not telling about what we give to them. And it have a lot more information out there I can bring forward to the eye them. Yes. So black people, don't let them fool you. You have to know these things, because if you don't know your history, you're not going to know where you're going. You understand? Yes, man. So black people are great people. See? I'm not about to check you. There are a lot of great things in this world. Think about all the Egyptians, ancient Egyptians. You see right now, if you're looking at Egypt, you see a lot of light-skinned people. And even some black people think that these Egyptians who did all these great things were Greeks and all this kind of foolishness. No. It's people from Sudan who went up in Egypt and do all these great things. If you look at all the pharaohs them, you understand? And all the artifacts and all the giants down there. All the sculptures. They had black nose. And some Europeans go there and shoot off the nose them. Because they want to try to discredit black people. You understand? Before the Europeans went to the Caribbean and took slaves, they had black people there before. Who were traveling around the world. Using the trade winds. It's like they make you feel like if, check this. You know, no direct flights from the Caribbean to Africa, you know. If you want to go to Africa from the Caribbean, you have to come to Europe first. And I can guarantee you that Africa is closer to the Caribbean than Europe is. Alright, check this. How do you think a ship from back in them days used to take what, a couple of weeks to get from Africa to the Caribbean full of slaves? Think about that. You talk about ship without engine, you know. And how long it take the geese boat to go to the Caribbean these days? A what? A couple of weeks too. And them have engine. You understand? So Africa just over there, man. And just we need to find ourselves, come together. You understand? Start believing in ourselves. Learn skills that could help us and enhance us. We need more engineers. You understand? Build what we need to build. Teach yourself. And do your own thing. Like go Europe. Because we don't need them, you know. Them need we. Because don't let no one fool, you know. Europe try to behave like if they don't want black people in it, you know. But why do you think they create all these conflicts? So black people leave them home and run go to Europe. Because they want cheap labor. Yeah. Because come to Europe. Most white people don't want to do certain jobs, you know. Why do you think they're so dependent on people from poorer countries to come and do their jobs? You understand it? If you go in any city in Europe, England, London, wherever, most of the people them on the road who sleep on the street, who are what they call tramps, are white people. People who born there, whether France or England, Germany, wherever. Yeah. It's very seldom you see a black man on the road. And if a black man is on the road, it's through circumstances that he can't control, you know. If him come here, you know, the paperwork and him can't work and them type of things there. I could be have one and two worthless ones still. You know what I mean? They pick up with certain things and it's like they don't know themselves and they don't want to know themselves. Understand? But if you know yourself, you know your culture, know your history, and know where you come from, you stand tall. Understand? You stand for something. If you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything. So just that we have to do, man. So remember, the Moors came from Africa through the Strait of Gibraltar and conquer Spain, Andalusia, Portugal, run out Rajic of Germany. The last got the king to rule that part of the world. He tried to fight up, but he up and get killed, him and so many men. And the Moors ruled Spain for about 800 years. Right now, if you go to Spain, it have a lot of dark-skinned people, descendants of these Moors. Yeah, check it for yourself, you see it. Because Spain is not really... Spain, it have a connection between Spain and Africa and through Morocco, you know. And Gibraltar this way, you know. Just go this way, boom, bam, easy. Not far. You understand? So, black people have to wake up, you know. It's them kind of things we need to learn. Now, we still about Jesus and born God, you know. But we have to share this information to uplift each other. You can't just there come born Jesus and born God every day. I mean, I'll tell you nothing to remind you of the great history we had, because think about this. If a man think he not come from nothing, and he don't know how great his people was, and he just thinks, say, him are just some poor downtrodden soul who don't have nobody. If somebody come and give you a little job for wash a car, he think, oh, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Right? But if a man know how great he is, he try to get back to his greatness. You understand? So if black people keep believing that our history started with slavery, when a black man come to Europe or even in the own country, he willing to take a little job that only pay a little pittance. But if a man know how great his ancestors were and the kind of things his ancestors been doing before, he have to stand tall. You understand? And try to reach for the heavens. Just speaking metaphorically. Because I believe in no heaven and them things for me heavens up. You understand? Yes. So that we have to do, man. We can't just sit on here so and don't try to understand nothing about ourselves. Because don't make no man try to tell you nothing about, oh, them was Arabs, you know, them are, no. Africa them come from. Africa, black people come out there. See? And them dark, like me and you. And not for we, even some of them even darker than me too. You understand? And if you look throughout Europe, you see a lot of black images. And a lot of these cities around Europe. But we will deal with that another time. You understand? So right now, you have to just arm yourself with as much information as you can about your history to uplift you. Because look here, growing up, you know, even, I may touch on it a little bit, I didn't really mean to touch on it. Even when you look at all this Christian literature, it always have, when this Jesus look like a white man, all the angels are white people. Right? All the people them who look up to the sky, who go to heaven, even them dog white. A little dog look like Lassie. A man and a woman, them white and them picnic. You ever check that? When you go to church, even back in the Caribbean, and them bring some literature, you. Everything white out, them garment white. You ever tune them used to sing a hymn? Them used to sing at church. Them say, Lord, wash me and I can be whiter than snow. Yes, whiter than snow. Lord, wash me and I can be whiter than snow. So it's like, everything white is great and wonderful, but anything black is not good. Why I think there have the terms like, for example, a man would say, he only tell little white lies. And then, if a man try to check a man, or if a man know a man's secret and decide, Regine, you have to give me money, you know, and me talk, and then them say, hey, you blackmail the man. And it's a bad thing, so you can go to prison for that, you know. Go to court for that. You know? Yeah. So that's how it is, man. White is right. Black is bad. That's what them say. But don't let them trick you. Because that's how it go. Remember the Moors who conquered Spain and come and give them public baths, street lamps, and all these things, while the rest of Europe in a darkness. Under Moorish rule, they had over 17 universities in Spain, while the rest of Europe only have 2. No joke. Check it out for yourself. Can't find it. Great buildings. Some of them still standing today. You understand? Over 70 public libraries in a Moorish Spain, while Europe now have none. Talk about the 10th and 11th centuries, you know, that's always 10 something, you know. And 9 something, you know. AD, you know. Them things are going on, you know. So if our brothers and sisters come from Africa and rule Spain and have all these great things, you can imagine what them had back home in Africa. Next time I will teach you about the Dogon tribe in Africa. Another great people still there today. See? But like the old people them say, you have to talk some and keep back some. Can't get everything one time. See? Alright. Remember, like, share, subscribe. We there teach each one and help each one. See? Alright. Manners and respect.